Hello, I'm Pastor Juliano Andujo, and today we want to look at the Word. The message today comes from Genesis, the 22nd chapter and the 14th verse. It says, "And Abraham called the name of the place Jehovah Jireh, as it is said to this day, in the mount of the Lord it shall be provided." This scripture is important because we know that God is Jehovah Jireh, our provider. But if you look closer at the Hebrew of the text, what it really means is we shall see. And he is the God of we gonna see. We look at the text and it tells us in the beginning that God was testing Abraham to sacrifice his son, Isaac. And that's important because I want you to know before you go through your trial, God has already commented on your situation, that sometimes you're just going through a test. And many times we have to understand life as a test. In Eugene Lowry's book, The Homiletical Plot, he gives two kinds of plots. The first is a movie plot. In the movie plot, it begins with a discrepancy and we move to an unknown resolution. People ask me, have I seen Star Wars? I said, don't tell me nothing, I ain't seen it yet. And so I didn't want them to spoil it. And so that's one kind of plot. We don't know the end. But the second kind of plot is a TV series where we start with a discrepancy and we move to a known resolution. And so that's why we tune in every week. And we love to watch certain shows because we want to see how it's going to work out. When we watch shows on television, my mother used to watch Columbo and she used to watch Barnaby Jones and a lot of these shows. And we watched it because we wanted to know just how Columbo was going to work it out. We knew he wasn't going to die because he had to come back next week at the same time and begin to give another show. And so today I've come to tell you that your life is not a movie, it's a TV series. Keep tuning in. Don't give up. The story's not over yet. And that's why we keep tuning into those shows on Thursday night and Wednesday night, because it's not a question of if, it's a question of how. And we want to see just how Cookie and Lucia's going to get their company back. So we tune in every week because we want to see how you handle a scandal. We tune in because we want to see how that little black girl going to work it out one more time. We keep tuning in every week because we want to see how do you get away with murder. And so I want you to know your life is not a movie, it's a TV series. It's not a question of if, it's a question of how. We already know Jesus died and rose from the dead. That's not why we come to church. We want to see how the preacher's going to get him out of that situation again. Now I want you to know that your life is not a question of if, it's a question of how. Keep living because you got to be here next week. You got a date with destiny next week that will bring you to your desired destiny. We want you to know that you can join us here at Miles for Bible study Saturday at 9 a.m. And you can join us here also for worship at 10 a.m. on Sunday. God bless you and keep you. I want you to know your life is a series. Keep tuning in because it's only a test.